I'm Greg Altizer with Carriage Home Builders Incorporated out of Rock Hill, South Carolina, and also a representative of ModularSeminars.com. We're in beautiful Abington, Virginia today, installing a 3-box modular unit on a Superior Walls foundation system. In this instance, it's actually a basement. Some of the features of the Superior Wall system: it's a precast wall, in this instance 10 feet high. A lot of similarities to a typical foundation. You have your steel plate. You'll also notice the metal straps at the top. Once the units are set on the seal plate, those straps will be turned up and attached to the house, so you have the connection of the house with the seal plate and the basement. Some of the features about the basement, you'll see that there's already the window and door headers in place. That comes with the system. The system rests on a footing that's a gravel footing, not your typical concrete footing. You'll also notice the interior walls. There's a couple of ways that those can be dealt with. One is framed, like it shows here. The other are using steel I-beams to support the units, and the other are basement jack posts that are fairly common in a basement system. Hello, I'm Greg Altizer, owner of Carriage Home Builders Incorporated in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and also a representative of ModularSeminars.com. We're in beautiful Abington, Virginia today, setting a 3-box modular unit on a 10-foot complete wall system. This wall system is a Superior Walls system. It's a precast concrete system that is assembled on site in a matter of hours and not days. Some of the advantages of the Superior Wall system: it rests on a gravel footing, unlike a conventional basement that rests on a concrete footing. This allows for drainage underneath the home and keeps the water from seeping up and creating problems in the basement that are very common in conventional style basements. It also has the window headers and doors in place when the walls arrive from the manufacturing facility. Inside, you'll notice that the support walls of the marriage lines of the modular units are supported by a framed wall. Now, that's just one of 3 ways of supporting the units. You can use the frame wall like you see here. You can also use steel I-beams if you're spanning in a garage or having a garage inside the basement, or you just want open spans for finished living room. You also can support it by the more typical way of jack posts. You'll also notice that the seal plate is attached, and you'll see the straps. Those are attached once the seal plate is affixed to the basement walls. Then once the units are set on the walls, those straps will raise up and be attached to the modular units, so everything is secure and complete. Greg Altizer back with you again for ModularSeminars.com. We're inside the basement, the Superior Walls basement system, and there's some important things that you need to know. Very important benefits of the Superior Walls system. One, unlike a conventional basement, you can install the plumbing after the walls are set. That way you're not required to measure and be exact with your plumbing. So once the walls are set, being that it's a gravel base and a gravel footing, you install your plumbing, run your plumbing under the walls, through the gravel, and you're done, and then you come in and of course pour your floor like you would in a conventional basement. The second thing that's very important about Superior Walls system is you'll notice the styrofoam walls. That's insulated, or insulation. That meets most state and local building codes. So once your walls are set, and that comes with the Superior Wall system, so once your walls are set, you do not have to insulate. They're pre-insulated. The third benefit are the wall studs. They're aluminum wall studs, and with your pre-drilled holes for your wiring, so your walls are set, you're ready for sheetrock.
Pepper Rogers here with ModularSeminars.com. We're on site outside of Abington, Virginia with an absolutely gorgeous view. We're setting a modular. I got Greg Altizer here. This is Greg's modular set. Greg.
Pepper, how are you?
Good seeing you.
Good to see you.
Got a heck of a set here.
This is a 3-box unit. It's built by R&L out of Cherryville, North Carolina. R&L was established in 1972 by Rollin Jones. It's now owned and operated by the Jones family still, Dennis Jones, and their reputation is impeccable in the modular industry. They build everything from 1,200 square foot ranches to 9,000 square foot 2-stories. Now this house is about 2,100 square feet on the main level, setting on the Superior Walls basements, full basement, another 2,100 square feet, and then about 1,100 or 1,200 square feet on the 3rd level. Now we're going to have 3 dormers in the front, 3 dormers in the back. So we're building this house for the Barnett family.
Okay.
And they need a lot of space, and so we're giving it to them.
Well, now you are this system for the basement. Now that's a pre-paneled, a pre-formed, isn't it?
It's a precast wall system. Superior Walls built these walls. They set these walls in a matter of hours and not days. The walls are insulated that meet the state and local codes for insulation of the basement. They have the aluminum studs, so you're pretty much ready to run your wiring and install your sheetrock.
That sounds great. Well, later on we'll have you give us a tour of that basement system and show us what the advantages are over perhaps a block. Now, is this a custom house? Did they custom design this?
Pepper? It's kind of...
Now, Greg, this is a large house. Is this a custom built house?
Well, Pepper, it's a hybrid. It started off with a standard floor plan, and then 80% of what we build is either, which is typical in the modular industry, is either customized off of an existing plan like this, or customized from a floor plan that a homeowner brings in or prospective homeowner brings in from a website or a newspaper or some type of form or fashion like that.
So you can take a floor plan that you've kind of like got in your offering already in your booklet, and they can say, hey, let's make some changes. You check with the factory, see if they can do that, and then you build it with them.
Right, and the nice thing is, we'll do the customization in the office. We'll send it to the factory. Their engineering department will review it. when it's time to build, they'll submit it to the state, have it stamped, send it back, and so there's, you're protected that it's structurally sound.
I gotcha. Okay. Now you've been in the industry for a while. How long have you been doing this?
A little over 15 years.
Okay, 15 years. And have you ever grown tired of doing this?
Never. Never. In fact, the Barnetts, the people we're building this house for, they asked me how many installations I've seen, and I told them, dozens and dozens.
Lost count.
Yeah. Ask if I ever got tired of it. Absolutely not. It's fascinating.
I don't know about you, but I still get a thrill after doing it for 18 years to see the house go up on crane and set. It's still a thrill to me.
It is a thrill, and everything from designing the floor plan in the office to walking the factory line while it's being built to out here on site watching it go on the foundation.
All right. Well, we've definitely got a beautiful site, and we're going to show your folks a little bit of how this house is set, where it's set, and some of the view that it gets off of this. A lot of times a modular will really pay off in areas that have great views, meaning let's say the mountains of North Carolina, even the mountains of Colorado. Some of those areas, their trades are very, very expensive, and you can actually bring in a mod, set it, do some of the superior wall systems, and then bring in some of your finishing trades and come in a lot less money than if you hired a site builder to come in, or a custom builder. Is that what you found?
Absolutely.
Okay, that sounds great. All right. All right.
How long is that box? Is that the max?
76 is the max.
Okay.
Pepper Rogers here, ModularSeminars.com. We're in Abington, Virginia. We've got an absolutely gorgeous site that we're setting one of our modulars on. Greg Altizer from Rock Hill, South Carolina is setting this. Greg, why don't you come on in?
Sure.
Greg, how are you?
Good to see you, Pepper.
Good to see you. Nice set you got going on here.
Thank you very much.
Now, that's a long box, Greg. How long is that?
It's 72 feet, Pepper. This is the third section of the three sections. We set the middle section first, and then the front section, which has the porch built in with it. And then this section, which is the longest and the heaviest, has the kitchen and a large portion of the second level roof
That's
that
excellent.
Will be attached.
Well, at ModularSeminars.com, what we're trying to do, Greg is going to be with us at the seminars and help teach some of the people that are coming to the seminars the ins and the out of modular housing. And if you haven't done modular housing before, you'll be in for a rude awakening, because it's a long learning curve, but we're going to condense that for you in our modular seminars. Now, we're going to go over things in the seminar. We're going to know about the history of modulars, how to order them, what to delete, what not to delete, how to save money. And we're also, Greg, we're also going to try to teach the folks, areas that you really need to watch out for and calculate on delivery costs, site costs, things like that. Can you give us, you've been doing this for a long time, 15 years.
Right.
What are some of the things you're going to tell some of the folks at the seminar that they need to look out for?
Just a classic example this morning is, when we calculated our delivery and installation costs, we knew, because of our experience, that we were going to have a two-stage delivery from the factory to the site at the foot of the hill here.
Right.
And then an additional expense of having a dozer from the foot of the hill to the top of the site for maneuvering purposes, because it is a steep incline, and they have to be maneuvered around. So just something that simple, $2,000. If you don't know that cost, you've just lost $2,000.
All right. And then right here we've got, I kind of want to get out of the way of the camera, but you can see the house being set down to this third piece. We've also got a superior walls basement system. Now, you calculated that for the customers, opposed to the cost on that, opposed to regular block. And the superior wall system has what other benefits?
Well, timing. You can set a wall in a matter of hours instead of days. Your insulation is already on the walls. Your wall studs, aluminum wall studs, are there already pre-drilled for your wiring. You actually do the plumbing after the fact, so you don't have to be exact with your plumbing. Once your walls are set, if you want to modify your plumbing fixtures, you can without any problem.
Okay, that's great. That's super. Now I see they did a nice big dig out on this, and it had the footers. Now the footer system on the superior walls, it's just gravel, right?
It is.
The footer system's already in the pre-formed basement, correct?
That's correct.
So that's a lot of that can save you a whole lot of money.